Alright, got all the ports baggied off with some rags in them, ready for a cleaning sesh. Just a little dirty before I pull the sump and swap that and do time belt and all the seals and everything. Rather keep my hands clean. Ooh, like a brand new motor now. Oh yeah. Got the fibbig, got the new seal in, got it all sealed up. Think it's time to flip it back over. Fresh front main, cam seals, seal the cam caps, carry on. All right, at a stopping point today. Water pump O-ring that I got does not fit, so need that, and still need the sump anyways, so it doesn't matter at all, but got it sealed as far as I can for now. Starting to get closer and closer to be drop-in ready. Also earlier got clutch fork and throwout bearing and all that on there. So, well, since I ran out of stuff I can do on the motor tonight, why not take this nice crusty block here and go to mock it up in there so I can start building mounts. Probably a good idea. Check out Austin's car. Yeah. This is only a little bit sketchy. All right, there is a JZ in here. It surprisingly only took like 10 minutes to get that thing in there, and quick held up front. Nice and easy block to build mounts off of. Yeah, not using this block. Yeah, pulled this out of a car, went to drain the oil, and there was about 10 quarts of oil in it, and it actually ran, but not very well, obviously. There's a, yeah. So here's the upper water neck. Since I want as minimal failure points as possible, deleting the coolant to the throttle body, and I'm gonna take that and put a temp sensor there instead. All right, we're set up for some gauges, got oil pressure and coolant temp, at least the bare minimum for this thing. Here's the heater hose pipe. There's the other side of the throttle body coolant line. It's gonna delete that as well. All right, she's all timed up. Pull the grenade pin here. Boom. Look at that. All right, working on the mounts. Got this thing pretty far buttoned up. Mounts are not in there because they are super hot and I need to clean them up and paint them, but that motor's ready to come out. This guy, just waiting on picking up this rear sump. That'll be going in. We'll actually get it going here shortly, so still got plenty to do obviously, but It's a good step right there. Mounts are done. Check out these baddies. Got the mounts all cleaned up and painted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This turned out solid. Stoked on that progress. Still need that sump. Should be heading up north and going to get that today. This thing's ready to come back out. Once I get that sump on this thing, she will be going in. Well, parts have arrived, a couple at least. Got the small block Chevy radiator. Dimensions seem to work out pretty well. Gonna have to definitely mod it a little bit, but nice and thick, think it will work good. Got some flywheel bolts, pilot bearing, new slave cylinder. Oh, what's this over here? Oh, got the clutch right there. And then oil pan, rear sump setup. Had to drive to Murphy, North Carolina for this over the weekend, but shout out to the SC Parts Warehouse. Yep, got that and about to go on. We are officially rear sump. So last thing I'm waiting on is the flywheel, and I can put the clutch on. Intake manifold can go on, but I still need to clean some stuff. Same with harmonic balancer and whatnot, but she is officially sealed up. Got the rest of the manifold cleaned up here. Here's the old engine harness I have laying around that I am going to strip down and basically build the harness from this. More cost effective than building one from scratch. Kind of have a layout already made out. Yep. This is the beginning of a long process. Here's the guts I ended up with after stripping out that harness. And now I got this very beginning stage of building a harness. I had to add in wires, rebuilt the coil pack harness since pretty much all of OEM ones are burnt up and crusty, but got wideband wiring, got fuel pressure, oil pressure, IAT, yep. Next step is connectors on everything. On the stuff that I took from the factory harness, I got to extend. Okay, harness is laid out completely on the engine. Got her taped up, about ready to pull it off. got plenty of stuff I got to pin still, but routing is secure. Have some that need to be extended. ECU is going to be somewhere in that region. A long process, but nothing crazy. I didn't document much of the wiring portion of this, honestly, because it's so tedious and time consuming. I didn't want to waste any more time. Wish I did document a little bit more, but here's where I'm at with it. So, harness is all done, minus I am waiting on connectors, so I have everything labeled that I'm waiting on connectors for still. But yep, it is pinned to an EMU black standalone, and these are all wires that have to get wired into the chassis. I'll probably put a connector on these. This will be like a full standalone engine harness where it could run this engine in anything just with wiring up those. Decided to go with the EMU black and just do a standalone in general so that I didn't have to worry about the immobilizer on it being an O2 plus GS ECU. They all have immobilizers in them. I didn't have the transponder or the key or any of that jazz that could make it work. This was kind of easier, and I'll have gauges and anything tunability, whatever lets me play with it in the future. So didn't really want to do that off the rip, but compared to getting that ECU reflashed and spending $550 between all the stuff to deal with that and then still wiring it in, this just seems smarter. So nothing's been too smart on it, but smarter-ish. So next step is going to be lumen this thing up and get in connectors throughout where it needs them, and go on the engine, make it run. I got the harness laid out on some plywood, labeled basically where this can be replicated without needing an engine. Honestly, just for future purposes. Didn't need to do it since I just built this one on the engine, but yeah. Alright, so harness is officially done, minus a couple plugs I'm still waiting on, but she is all freshly loomed up. Just waiting on those plugs and it could go on. This is all the powers and outputs and dash stuff that actually has to be wired in. Everything else is plug and play, ready to go for EMU black. And this would be able to go in basically any chassis, and just there's your spots to wire it up. Motor's coming out. Fake motor. It's about time. Is there like depth lens on that thing? Straight. It's finally off the stand. Time to get flywheel, clutch, pilot bearing, everything installed, and she should be dropping ready.
First step, I'm going to install the gears.
When you are working on this, it's very nice to use the ARP. Alright, I'm gonna just go over all of them one more time. And just like that. One spinny boy. You always want to use a little bit of brake cleaner. Get all the oil off. On YouTube, but he actually likes talking. So then we're going to use the brake clean. Clean this up. No, I'm going to go. What kind of pressure plate hardware is this? It's like way the wrong size.
What do you mean?
You got M6.
They're in 8-ton.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah. You can't use them?
I mean, we could glue them in there.
Make them work, dude. I don't know why I was thinking they were in 6.
Johnny supplied me with these Johnnies. Ain't gonna work.
Get off my balls.
Got it again with a fresh set of hardware. So typically, we don't need one of these guys down here, AC delete bracket, because we usually keep AC and stuff. This is not keeping AC, but we will actually have these available for sale here soon. But look at that. She is ready to go in.
Oh, this heavy bitch.
I'll make sure to fast forward this. At least with the chain snaps we got on too.
That rear sump is too expensive to talk like that.
And it's brand new.